Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Chelsea, and today's going to be kind of contouring 101 and contouring versus bronzing, because they are two completely different things. A lot of people get them confused, and I hope this is helpful, and let's just jump right into it. So if you guys watched my last video, my favorites video, this was featured in it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and this is in the palette light to medium. So a little bit about contouring and highlighting. Highlighting is going to make things protrude, make things stand out, and highlight. Now contouring does the exact opposite. It makes things recede and it makes things less visible. With understanding highlighting and contouring, you can make certain features on your face stand out and certain things recede. You can also add really nice dimension to the face. So as you guys can see, my face looks very flat right now. I have no blush, no contour, no highlight, no nothing on my face besides my foundation. So this is really raved on YouTube. A lot of people absolutely adore this, and I honestly don't really understand why. This was featured in my favorites, and I will explain why. So when you're contouring, you're making things recede. You're creating a natural shadow to the face. So for an example, on a sunny day, if you are out walking around and you see your shadow that your body's creating on the pavement, you'll notice that that shadow is not warm at all. It is very gray. It's very neutral in tone. So when you're creating a natural shadow, you want something to be kind of gray or more on the cool side, because that's going to make the most natural looking shadow. In this contour kit, you have 3 highlighting shades and 3 contour shades. What I really see here is 3 highlighting shades and 1 contour shade. The reason that I say this is because this one right here is the most cool contour in this palette. These other two, this one, Java and Havana, these two right here are very orangey, very kind of red. And to me, that does not mimic a natural shadow. So for me, I do not think this is a very versatile contour kit. I think it's very much a bronzing and contour kit. So since this is for light to medium skin, I do say that it is very beneficial for light to medium skin. But there's only 1 contour shade in here, and this one is Fawn. And I actually really do like this shade right here because it is so cool tone, and it's almost a gray. As you can tell, these are very orangey, kind of red, these two on the side. So I personally like this palette because usually when you contour, you want to bronze the face because it's going to balance out the skin. Since the contour is going to be kind of gray, kind of very cool tone, a bronzer is going to be kind of warm and liven up the skin a little bit. So I see this as a contouring and bronzing palette. That's why I personally love it. But if you are looking for strictly just a contour kit, this is not the one. So speaking of contouring and creating that natural shadow, people that are very fair to light complected would use something that's gray or even taupe. Now if you're medium complected, you want to use something that's taupe, which would be perfect right here, this fawn color. And then if you are of a darker complexion, you want to use something that has more of a plum undertone. So now I'm going to be showing you how to contour and highlight the face. So for contouring, one of my absolute favorite brushes that I even mentioned in my previous video, my favorites, was the NARS Ita brush. However, I do not think this is a good beginner's brush, and it's really expensive. So I'm going to be showing you a cheaper alternative. This right here is the Sigma Small Contour F05 brush. It looks like a little blush brush. Of course, it's smaller. You can use something like this, or you can use like an eyeshadow brush. So make sure it's fluffy, because this will help with contouring and blending out the color. And now I'm just going to pin my hair back so you can see what I'm doing. Also, when you're looking for a contour shade, you want that color to be matte. You do not want it to have any shimmer, micro shimmer, anything like that. You want the color to be very flat with no shimmer, because that's going to create the most natural looking shadow. So something like Fawn, as you can see, there is no sparkle or shine into it. However, this color right here, this is Sand, as you can see, that has shimmer to it. So now I want to show you how to contour your face. Where's my brush? Oh. So now I want to show you how to contour your face. So using this shade right here, Fawn, I'm going to be taking this on my brush, dabbing it in, and then tapping off the excess so you don't get too much product. So first, I'm going to start by contouring the cheeks. Contouring can also make you look like maybe you lost a few pounds. So taking this brush, as you can see on this side of my face, you can kind of see the shadows right now because they're very gray in color. When I turn my head, you can kind of see this shadow right here. So that is a really good shadow to mimic with your contour because it's going to have something to fall into. So typically when you're contouring your cheekbones, You want to start at the top of the tragus of the ear and come down, and you want to come down to the corner of your eye and stop. So I'm going to start the tragus of my ear, blending in circular motions and coming down about to here. And we're just blending that in circular motions. We're going in circular motions down the face in a straight line. So you are buffing out the contour. Now typically with the contour you do not want to blend down because that's going to make the face do the exact opposite. Because essentially what we're doing, we are creating lines, but we are going to blend them out. So I recommend blending out the top of the contour, not the bottom, when doing the cheeks. And that is how that looks compared to this side with nothing on it. Now we're going to take a little bit more and contour the jawline. This can really make a huge difference in shaping your face and making your face look slimmer. So you can see my natural contour when I talk and when I move. You can see that natural shadow, and that is exactly where we're going to be placing this. Starting a little bit behind the ear, because this is going to make this most natural, and then blending in circular motions all the way down on the edge of the neck. And keep blending. This is going to make it look most natural. So keep blending, and then you want to blend downward and make this look really natural. Now after blending that out, we are going to start to contour the temples, and you can even do your entire forehead if you feel like your forehead is a little bit large or long. You can shorten it by putting your contour all the way around the hairline, blending like so, but I'm not going to do that because I feel like my forehead is fine. So I'm going to be taking a little bit more of Fawn, tapping off the excess, and we are going to start right here at the temple. This is typically where the eyebrow ends, and we are just going to be blending that out. And I blend this going upward and downwards for a really nice natural. So that is what that looks like. As you can tell the difference apart from this side of my face, and this is me looking straight on. Now to make your contour stand out, you can use your highlighter. Now there's two different types of highlighters I want to talk about real quick. So for an example, these up here are all your highlight shade. Banana would be great for people with more medium skin to dark skin. People with medium to dark skin have more of a yellow undertone, so that banana shade is going to look beautiful on you. And if you are more pale, Cameo would be perfect because it has more of that kind of neutral pink undertone, which more lighter people have. So I'm going to be taking the Sigma Large Fluff E50 brush. Yep, and we are going to go into this shade right here. This is Cameo. This has no shimmer in it. Tapping off the excess. And I'm going to place this right underneath my contour. You can do this below your neck if you want. This is just going to make any of your contours that you did stand out a little bit more. You can even use this to set underneath the eye. Also, I will be listing more products, contour products, down below in the description box for people with light skin, medium skin, even dark skin that I recommend. So there are two types of highlighters that are completely matte with no shimmer in it. Now there's another color right here. This is Sand, and this has a shimmer in it, and you can use this to put on places of the face to make things really stand out and glow. I wouldn't recommend using this all over your face just because you don't want to look like a disco ball, because that's very unnatural. So now after highlighting those contours a little bit, I'm going to highlight even more to have more of a glow, kind of like a J-Lo glow. I'm going to be using the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. Looks something like this. You can use just any type of fluffy brush. And I want to go into this color Sand right here. This is one of my absolute favorite colors from this palette because it's really universal from light to medium skin. It's going to look beautiful on anyone. So I'm going to put this on the high points of my cheekbone. So right up here in this area. And just kind of blend that out. So right above that contour, you're going to kind of sandwich this color right in. Then I'm going to take this color, again, Sand, and I want to put this right on the arch, right above the arch of the eyebrow. That's going to kind of make the arch of my eyebrow kind of stand out a little bit more. And then one more place we're going to contour is going to be the nose. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Flawless concealer brush. That's what it looks like. I use this thing to death. As you can tell, it's dirty. You can even use this to contour the cheeks, temples, under the jawline. So this would be the most multi-purpose brush. So I want to go into Fawn again, tapping off the excess. And now since I do kind of have a bigger nose, I'm going to slim down my nose a little bit. So I'm going to be taking this on both sides of my nose in a straight line. And then to make my nose appear a little bit smaller, even more, I'm going to contour the sides of the tip of the nose and kind of round that off just a little bit. This is going to make the nose appear a little bit shorter. So if you have more of a short nose, you would want to skip this step. You can contour the sides of it. This is completely optional. All this is optional, by the way. Now, Kevin Aucoin was really famous for doing this. He would go up into the bridge of the nose, just a little bit right into the crease of the eye, going down the nose. This is going to look most natural because this is how our faces are designed. You're essentially following the hollow. Follow the hollow. Now I'm going to highlight the nose with now I'm going to highlight the nose with sand. The sand color from Anastasia. Just down the bridge of my nose. And a little bit above the cupid's bow of my lip. This is going to make the lips look fuller. So there is how you contour. Now I'm going to show you the difference between contouring and bronzing. So I'm going to be taking the Sigma Large Powder F20 brush. It's just a very large fluffy brush. This is going to be really good for bronzing the face up. As you can tell, it's very warm. It's completely different than a contour color. Dabbing my brush into this. And a lot of people do not know where to place their bronzer. People always say to bronze your skin where the sun naturally hits you, and well, the sun hits you everywhere, but I do not want to place this all over the face because it's going to make me look very tan, and I'm not tan at all. Right where the eye is, I want to take this right on the cheeks, kind of blending this a little bit. As you can see, it's kind of harsh. We will be blending that out. Now I want to take this right above the eye, and then down the neck right here. I'm just going to blend this out just a little bit. So now my face is bronzed, and actually what you want to do is contour the face, then bronze, and that's going to make everything look as one. It's going to look very natural. Because you're using such cooler colors than you're going in with warm, it'll kind of balance the two out. So now you can kind of see the difference between contouring and bronzing. So I want to contour the rest of my face and come back. Okay, so I'm back, and this is something of what it looks like. As you can see, this looks very kind of J-Lo-y and really, really nice. Also keep in mind your bronzer can definitely be something that has a little bit of shimmer in it because that's going to look very even more J-Lo-like. However, I use the matte color Java from the Anastasia palette because it's very TV appropriate, prom appropriate, anything with flash photography. It's just going to look very appropriate and photograph beautifully. So if you want to use something that has some shimmer in it with your bronzer, that is totally fine. It's going to look really nice in person. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous. Some of my favorites to kind of bronze with is the Becca Opal. That is really nice for kind of fair to medium skins. So I'm just going to be applying some blush, and I'll come right back and show you kind of the final results of everything. So I'm back, and I applied MAC's Pink Swoon. You could probably tell from the beginning of this video to now how different the face looks. It has a lot of dimension to it. Contours, things are just really amped up because after we apply our foundation, our face can look very flat, and this is really just going to help bring back all of the dimension to the face. So I hope that you learned something today. Also, don't forget to check the description box down below. I have everything posted, products I recommend, and things like that. So that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please take the time to subscribe, like, comment, and even share this to family and friends. I would really appreciate it. Also, follow me on my social media sites. I will link those down below. It'll be at Endicott MUA. And I hope to see you back next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.